we have a lot to talk about with this discussion because we're going to probably go hard in the TCG section alone.
Guess who's back? Back again. Pixels back.
Oh my god.
Okay, if you're gonna scream, you gotta have music not playing behind you.
Don't worry, I'm gonna be mute most of the stream. I'm working on this shit.
I don't care about most of the stream
you
if
need
you're
me
gonna
to
talk
talk-
at all.
No, I'm gonna mute it. Don't worry, I got you.
I'm hearing it right now and you're talking!
That's why I told you need a compressor.
You're gonna get fucking force muted if you keep doing that.
You're good. Don't worry. I'm just fucking with you.
Don't, because that shit can actually... I don't have the rights to play that shit on stream. I have the rights to play this shit on stream.
Oh yeah, true.
So welcome everyone to episode 70 of the Beyond Pixels podcast. Today we're talking about card games, trading card games done with a regular deck of cards. Wow, I can't words.
Deku.
Alternative style card games like requiring custom cards, and how they differ in VR versus playing them IRL, and which ones actually work in VR, because some of them just simply would never.
I feel like we need to start with the big three.
And sadly, I was way too busy to be able to create anything for Slip It In for us to do that for this episode. So, oh well. Eventually, I might have a bot for that.
Well, here we are
anyway.
on the episode. We all want to reach an age, and we should really, as I said, start off with the big three: Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Pokemon.
Yep, definitely. Magic the Gathering. I have a bunch of Magic Magic the Gathering cards from the Theros block, which was like 2014 to 2017 area. Hello, Dog Cat Muncher. Welcome back. So yeah, I've got a bunch of... I also have some old Yu-Gi-Oh cards somewhere. And like I actually had one of the Yu-Gi-Oh decks that strapped to your arm.
Oh, the
Are you talking a dual disc?
The dual disc.
Yeah, I have it
Oh my
somewhere
God.
still, I think.
Fucking.
I think for one tournament, a buddy of mine brought those to the tournament as a joke, and everyone in the store took turns actually using them.
It worked so well.
Oh yeah.
I fucking want one. I want to play Yu-Gi-Oh again. Like fucking. that was-
They're probably not that expensive. Let me check.
Of all of the trading card games, as a young kid, Yu-Gi-Oh was the best, the simplest, and the most fun to play. Pokemon, I never really got into it, never cared for it.
Honestly, I've only ever had Yu-Gi-Oh cards and a couple of Pokemon. I never got into Pokemon that much.
I only have,
or Magic as a kid.
Yeah, I only have Pokemon cards because I was just given them and I never cared for it. I don't know where any of those cards are right now. They're in my closet somewhere.
I remember at one point as a kid, I actually did somehow manage to get or see all 5 pieces of Exodia.
I had all 5 first edition. Yeah.
Vampy, why are you so quiet?
Also, the dual discs are going for like 100 to 120 bucks.
Oh my god, I need to find mine. Like the plastic cheapo garbage ones.
Yeah, like the old
Oh my
plastic
god,
ones.
I need to find mine.
Because GameStop is selling it for 100, and Amazon is selling it for 120.
Those
God
things were like
damn.
$20 when they were new.
Yeah, they were like 20, but the thing is, they don't sell them anymore on the market, so
Yeah, that's why
Damn.
it's expensive.
they
But
are
it's
kind
a
of
collector
considered a
item.
novelty.
That's an
novelty
heirloom
item.
Now that is a family heirloom for you, Turtle.
You might want to make sure it works.
It-
Like make
it
sure it could
works-
still do the.
All it needs is batteries, and it would. I just have to find it. I have no clue where it is. It's
Oh,
in
it
my
has the
closet
watch on it.
somewhere.
Oh,
Yeah,
not the watch, the calculator.
It's got the point counter.
Okay.
Even better for you. Holy shit.
Anyway,
Okay, what was
Is
your
it a crime I
favorite
never
fusion?
watched Yu-Gi-Oh? No, it's not a crime.
It's not a crime.
no,
What-
I know a lot
Yu-Gi-Oh
of
was
people-
also like I never cared for Pokemon in any way, shape, or form.
I have,
Yu-Gi-Oh, amazing. I watched the show, loved the show, and one of the best jokes that my sister ever said was "Blue eyes, white privilege."
Blue eyes, white what?
Blue eyes, white privilege.
Oh my fucking god.
Instead of blue eyes, white dragon.
Well, anyways.
Well, to be fair, they also had a
That's
red
how-
eyes black dragon.
Oh, really?
In the original
Oh, Jesus,
series,
that's horrible.
what was your favorite fusion?
I don't remember much at
Oh,
all
from
of
Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yu-Gi-Oh, so I can't tell you
Yeah.
anything.
Oh man, I'd probably have to say Blue Eyes Ultimate White Dragon, which is the three-headed Blue Eyes.
For
When it
me,
first
this was
de-
one-
When it first debuted, my god, it was awesome.
For me, it was because I actually had the cards for it, and it was so easy to put together. You didn't need the polymerization. V, W, X, Y, and Z.
Oh, okay.
I love.
Oh, like XYZ Dragon Cannon, yeah.
Yeah,
I had
and
those.
Then the V, W, X, Y,
Mine
Z.
was VITCH.
Oh my fucking god!
Wow. Yeah,
We're not
trading
talking
card
about your
games are one of the-
lifestyle.
like, okay,
Well, oh.
but then
Wow, at least my lifestyle's
for
better.
Magic the Gathering, I got into that because of my sister. She moved back north and introduced me and my mom to Magic the Gathering. Then me and my mom went to the Friday Night Magic tournaments. The craziest story ever. During the Theros block, when that was releasing, we were going to the pre-release tournaments, and my mom, on the last block of the Theros block, we had heard rumors that it existed, and we had heard rumors that a god pack existed, because that Theros block had gods in each of the sets, and they were like really fucking powerful, really good cards, and all worth like $20-30 each on pre-release night. So my mom opens her pack. Here's one god, here's another god, all foils.
Jesus Christ!
She pulled a pack that was worth like $300 that day.
That's so wild.
Does
Yeah,
she still have the
so-
cards?
Yeah, she has all the cards. She has, I think she has a bunch of cards still. I have a
If-
bunch of cards too.
If she
I
preserved
had
them,
an almost
that's another
complete.
family argument.
I had a almost complete, or I have an almost complete set of all of the Theros block sets. That I think if I were to sell my Magic cards, I would get somewhere around $2,000 to $3,000 for it all.
Jesus Christ!
And I only spent like $200 on it.
Oh,
The hard part is not
That's a-
selling.
I recently
It's a pretty
learned
big
how much
return.
I've spent on Steam in the lifetime of my Steam account, and I was shocked by how much I put into it. Almost 17 grand.
Jesus, I only have like five or seven, and a lot of that is buying
I have
headsets and
30,000
controllers.
Pokemon cards, if that means anything.
Holy
Jesus.
That's not a
fucking
joke.
Shit.
Are they all common?
The bag is like fucking 10 pounds.
What the fuck?
At an average of $1 per card, you're rich.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Oh no,
rich on just
actually I have
Pokemon.
about $50,000 in nothing but by the way, these are completely what's it called? Like ungraded cards, like $50,000 worth of ungraded cards. I'm not even kidding. If I graded
And
them,
if
I'd be
they're
way
graded,
more
then
than
it
that.
becomes even more valuable depending on the grade of them. Fucking Christ.
Funny, while I was looking up that dual disc,
I remember
did
pulling like 3 Secret Eternuses that were like $200 a piece from the Sword and Shield thing.
So all of my Magic cards are in sleeves. Some of them are in decks and sleeved. The rest of them are all in card sleeve pages. So all of them are in nice condition in a box in my closet.
And you're sitting on a gold mine. You two are sitting on gold mines here. Fucking Christ, literally. If you
Yeah,
have
majority
I
of my-
plan on
with money at
I
some
plan on
point.
just
You know,
holding
I have
on
so
to my
many,
cards for forever, because some of those cards are going to be worth a lot of fucking money
Yeah,
years
yeah.
from now. They might not be worth
I
anything
used
right
to
now.
pull nothing. I used to pull nothing but like Rookies and Vulpixes. It got to a point where I started collecting them separately and just putting them in a thing, and eventually I burned them. Shot them, burned them. I did a lot of shit to those cards. I fucking hated Rookie because I got them at least one every fucking pack I opened. I'm not even
gonna lie.
kidding. I had so many Rookies.
So when I was a kid, my Vulpix was my favorite Pokemon. I would have been keeping those cards.
So
I'm
okay,
sorry,
the
bro,
next-
but I burned and destroyed some of those.
we're gonna move away from the trading cards now, and move on to regular card games that you can play with a 52 card deck.
Uno.
Sobi
no.
said. Sobi said the best one that he has ever said the other night when we were talking. He said the best game to play with your friends. And what was it, Sobi? The best card game to play
Solitaire.
with your friends? Yep.
You know what? There's nothing wrong with solitaire.
I play solitaire like
The joke is that solitaire is a solitary game.
And I said I play it with all my friends.
And I just looked at him and said, "You have no friends."
Yeah.
I wanted
Anyway,
to
yeah,
say
that
that,
was
joke
the joke.
because it seemed like it was more funny in the moment than trying to recreate it.
It was, but it's still funny.
Hey, no joke. Like, the reason I know how to play solitaire is because I would sit and when I was a little kid, we had a Macintosh computer set up in the living room. So my mom would just sit there, like when she wasn't watching TV, she would just sit there with a beer in her hand playing solitaire. And I would sit in a rocking chair with a can of Shasta, grape flavored soda, just rocking
Your
back and
mom's
forth,
purple?
watching her play solitaire.
Tiny bit off topic, but my grandma
No one got the joke I made?
and she
Nope.
let me play an old game called Bookworm Adventures on me. And eventually it gets to the point where like me and my 3 other siblings would just sit there in front of the computer trying to figure out what giant words to spell. And every now and then we'd have to ask our grandma because we wouldn't know.
Eddie, do you mind? Yeah. Anyway, so solitaire is like the basic ass game. What other games? We have like Rummy.
I've never learned how to play Free Cell. I've tried so many times, and I could never
Mahjong.
play Free Cell.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I've never.
I just don't have the patience for it.
21 blackjack.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So gambling
Black-
games are also like
Blackjack and poker.
poker.
War. You got War. Don't forget War.
Ride the
I don't know if you guys
Bus,
ever played
I
War.
think is what it's called. It's more of a drinking game. There's a lot of drinking games that involve a
Strip
regular
club.
52 card deck too.
Oh, let me tell you about one that me and my friends played all the time. So you had one dealer, and we would all sit around the dealer, and the whole goal is the dealer knew what card he was holding, but you didn't. So you had to guess what the card was. Like, say, if you lift up your deck, you see the card. It's like, okay, 7. You get a second chance. He's going to tell you higher or lower than that denomination.
Yep, that's Ride the
Um,
Bus.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, we call it fuck the dealer, but
That's called Ride the Bus, and
Say less.
that exact game, because it's a 4-stage game, right? First stage is higher, lower. Second stage, first stage
No.
is actually guess the suit.
no, you're thinking of an entirely
Second
different
stage
game.
is higher or lower.
No.
Third stage.
We just
Yeah,
did higher or
there's-
lower.
Oh well, that's just higher or lower then. That's not.
Yeah, but we
Anything
call it
else?
fuck the dealer because if you guess correctly on the first guess, they have to drink 2 times. So, like, if we're
But
doing
anyway,
shots, they had to
there's-
take 2 shots.
There's. Hey, Vampy, are you on fire?
No,
Hey,
but
Vampy,
something
there's
is
so many
apparently.
demons
They
right
just
now.
went-
You need to get under control.
We've heard it.
Look, I live
Wait.
literally a block away from the firehouse. Anytime there's
Anyway.
a fire,
Damn, this
I
shit's
have
hot.
Excuses.
Fucking.
Anyway, so there's a fuckload of drinking games that are played with a regular 52 card deck. Bunch of gambling games.
Have you ever realized how many variations of poker there are? Because you got, like,
Yeah, my favorite type involves a 4-letter word.
S.
It starts with an S.
S-T-R.
Oh, it starts with an S?
Yeah.
That's
mean
a 5-letter
five
word
letters,
if I'm
right?
thinking right.
It's a 5-letter word. It's not
I am
4. I literally
My
said
brain
it
no
earlier.
work. Shut up.
I said the word earlier.
I was like, wait. I know the word.
I forgot
but
about the R. Okay.
Stip.
Oh, you like
Trust
stip
me.
poker.
Stip, guys. We're gonna play stip poker.
Yeah, still poker.
Oh my god.
There's
Anyway.
Yeah, like
stipulations
Texas
to it.
Hold'em, 5-card stud, 7-card stud, 5-card draw, deuce, 7 deuce,
Then-
which I recently started learning how to play. It's actually a lot of fun.
It's not really a bunch of different versions of poker itself. It's just variations in the rules of poker, depending on who you're playing with.
Well, yeah, and also the denominator. Dude, at the casinos, I've seen blinds go up as high as $5,000. When I was in Vegas last time, I was just passing by the poker room, and I was looking in there. It's just like blinds are $5,000 and $10,000, and I saw that. I was like, how in the world could you afford $10,000 a hand? That's the first thought in my head.
There's people.
And if somebody raises, how are you not going to have a heart attack or have any burst of blood vessel? Those are people that probably
No,
lost 6 figures.
It's millionaires that just want to have a fun time and don't care about their money.
I know, but it's just, well, you have to understand. I'm a poor boy, so looking at rich people.
Yeah, so it's just millionaires that $1,000 to them is a penny to you.
No,
Or
the
is-
other way around. $1,000 to me.
$1,000
Is a
to
penny
you is
to
a
them.
penny to them. Yeah, that's what I meant. I've brain not working. But
Stop
anyway,
being
so
me,
like
Turtle.
off the topic of gambling now.
What about online card games, like, for example, like Hearthstone?
yeah. See that? Yeah, that's alternative card games. That's what I would consider alternative.
Oh,
Games
okay.
that aren't really played with a regular deck, or they have like custom things. But that one's also an online card game, a lot different than anything else. Hearthstone, I actually enjoy. I think it's a fun game.
I played Hearthstone.
I used to play it a
Never
tried
Tried Hearthstone.
Yeah, I played
There's
it a
this
little
girl
bit.
on Fiverr
I don't know.
that would that you could pay to play with you, if I remember correctly.
You can just play random people, and it's pretty fun.
Yeah,
Mhm.
wasn't it that? What was that one thing we tried to do at one point? We tried to pay people to either join this, and then
It was Fiverr.
at the early days.
Like
I
they
think
would play
we-
like 20 matches of COD with you, and then you owe them this amount of money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
I
also
did-
epal.gg. You
Yeah,
can
that's
you
what I was
can.
thinking.
Never
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, I heard of it.
Eventually, we're gonna do an episode with that, and it's gonna be hilarious. I'm gonna put money up and do that, but that's a conversation for another day. So, alternative card games. We have Cards Against Humanity, obviously,
Mm.
which is
Oh, no.
sort of made from a safe word game called Apples to Apples.
Apples to apples is fun.
Yeah, Apples to Apples I used to play in high school all the time, and now fuck Apples to Apples because Cards Against Humanity is so much better.
Oh, yeah.
That is true.
Can you tell me, while staying within safe means, what is the best card combo you ever played?
Oh,
In Cards
I
Against
don't-
Humanity.
I cannot.
me please,
cannot.
me please.
I cannot.
Okay. All right, Impala.
You already know what it involves. So my brother Levi kept getting you know what cards, right? And I kept getting you know what cards, right? So when it was my turn, he was next, and whenever he put his card down, it would equal you know what to the PO you know what, right? And there was one particular one, if I remember correctly, where it involved making something have children, right? All right.
Mhm.
And he played a card. Can I just text it in the Discord so y'all can get it? Because there's no fucking way I can put this in any.
I want you to
way.
continue. I want you to continue because
Okay.
I've
Okay.
got a challenge after that.
Okay.
Oh, God.
So basically, getting something pregnant, right? And then the card he played which I didn't know it was him until after I chose that card, right? The card he played involved little what, right? And what it came out to read was, if you had one night with anyone and got them pregnant, who would it be? And his card, in quote, the little child across the street.
That's so
Oh
fucked.
God.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
This whole time,
It was so fucking
This
insane.
whole time, I was hoping that someone could be challenged to figure out actually what cards you're talking about, because I still don't know. Anyway, we're gonna move on from Cards
That
Against
was not a
Humanity
physical
now.
game, by the way. That was in VR.
Oh wait, real quick. I'll tell you my combo, my best combo. Just real quick. I'll make it fast because I was on my birthday and I did not win that game because I kept getting shit cards. But somebody played for my next trick. I will pull blank out of blank. It's a two answer word, so you had to play 2 cards. And so I'm looking at my hand, going, okay, you know what?
Your
I'm
dick
gonna
out
pick.
my-
I'm gonna pick this combo, and we'll see what happens. Because at this point, I am absolutely so pissed. Everyone else has a black card except me. So I throw my 2 in, and they read mine, and mine was this combo. For my next trick, I will pull AIDS out of Grandma, and I ended up winning that round.
That's great. Wow.
I ended up winning that
Okay.
round because everyone laughed their ass off whenever they heard it.
So now the real question: how does Cards Against Humanity IRL differ from playing it in VR? And I'm gonna
Oh,
say
VR has so much more unhinged shit.
yes, VR does, but also VR. All of the VR worlds basically allow you to delete as many cards as you want, just because. And people I don't like playing it with most people in VR chat because they just, oh, I don't like that card, I'm never gonna match it. So I don't like that card, I don't like that card, I don't like that card, and they just throw away like 30 cards so that they can stack their deck with good cards.
Yeah, I don't like that. Work
that's
with
just
what you
not
have.
fair.
I've only ever been in one Cards Against Humanity world, and you're only allowed to throw away 2 cards per turn.
Yeah,
Even
my
that
thought
is
is
still
that's
just too much
Well,
to
that's
me.
normal rules.
Cards
I
Against
never
Humanity
threw-
made me cry the hardest I've ever cried in
No,
my
throwing
entire
away
life.
cards has
I've
never been
never
a rule.
Yeah, I was gonna say
You have
I'd
to
never
throw-
heard
you have
that
to-
rule.
Well,
Every
no.
time I've ever played it IRL, if you draw a card, you either play it or it stays in your hand.
Yeah, you always have to maintain 7 cards in your hand. That's the deal. Until you hit the.
Well, me and my older roommates were always drinking,
like-
so
Well, it's like what? 5 cards. 5 black cards is the winner, right? Whoever is the first to get to 5.
Yeah.
Black
Depends
cards.
on how long
you
you're
mean
playing or how many people are playing. Because most of the time, if there's like 10 or 12 people playing, then you drop it down to like 3 black cards wins. If there's only like 4 people playing, then you do like 7. You scale it.
Okay, yeah.
Like
So
that.
it depends on the amount of players, but I mean, as far as I goes, it's the one game where you can play with like up to 20 people.
You can play with as many people as you have cards.
You can-
Yeah, I mean, there's a shit ton of
Yeah.
cards in that box.
There's also a shit ton of extension packs
Yeah.
that
Yes.
Cards
Oh
Against
my
Humanity
god.
has made.
And
You
dude,
can probably have a table of 100 people.
there is so much more dirtier cards than what comes in the base Cards Against Humanity. The dirtiest packs, my lord. I've read some of those cards, and I'm like, I don't know if this ain't even friendly for the internet.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be
So,
friendly for the internet. It's Cards Against
the-
Humanity. Get
The card game that caused this episode is Slip It In, which, as explained on the last episode,
Say less.
it's a card game where you get together with some friends, you each draw some cards, and you're not playing this game right away. You're playing it over an extended period of time. So you draw like 5 cards, and you have to try to say what's on the cards in a regular conversation with the other participants. And if you manage to do it, you get to discard that card. First person without any cards in their hand wins. If you say something from the card and someone else calls you and says, that's a slip it in, then you have to draw 2 cards, I think it is. If someone calls you on it and it wasn't a slip, then they have to draw 2 cards. And those games can go on for months, if not years.
I don't know. The one that just came out recently, have you heard of Liar's Bar?
Yes, it's on the NPR chat.
It's the it's the game where you have cards and you have like
Bitches?
king, something kings or queens. You have to basically throw down cards until someone calls you a liar, and then you have a revolver right next to you. And you.
So
I kept winning that shit.
That being a game, like a computer game now, is new, yes. But the actual card game, we played that actual card game in Tabletop Simulator with just a regular deck of cards.
I don't know. I was more of a fan of the alternative on that game, which was Liar's Dice, which is from Pirates of the Caribbean 2.
Oh yeah, Liar's Dice is also fun.
I love Liar's Dice. Like that.
Liar's Dice is in Pulsar.
I don't think I've ever played or heard of Liar's Dice.
Liar's Dice is what we played, not Liar's Cards, but it all functions the same in the end.
But yeah, it's so much fun just because it took me forever to figure out the rules of that game because I had to watch that movie like 100 times before I got it. I was just like, okay, how the fuck does this game work? And I finally...
Reverse? You have to
understand,
reverse?
I was a teenager at the time when I was trying to figure this out. This was like 20 years ago, back when the movie came out.
It's a very simple game, and it's so fun. I'd like to play that in VR chat.
Oh hell yeah, I'd play if we found a way to play Liar's Dice in VR chat, I'd be down for it.
You mean Liar's Bar?
Liar's Dice.
No, the dice. Speaking of dice, and since we're talking about card games, who remembers
Wow, that was
not what I was talking about. I was talking about what was it called? What was it called in Yu-Gi-Oh? The dice game? Y'all know Dungeon Dice Monsters. Does anyone remember that?
Nope.
There was it was an off deal about Yu-Gi-Oh, only it involved dice and being able to like you had to roll your dice and summon monsters based on the roll.
And then it would unfold and create a like.
They would unfold and they would create a path, and you could follow that path with the dice. It was like such an incredibly to me it was stupid at the time, but I guess as the years went by, I got a bit more of an appreciation for the game. But look it up, Dungeon Dice Monsters. Actually, you can buy that online right now.
Right now.
I
fucking knew you were gonna say that shit.
Not as an online game, but the actual physical board game, because it did come with a board.
So another alternative card game, which is what I'm calling any card games that are like they had to build a deck specific to the game. The Mind, which I also talked about last episode. It is a card game. The deck is just numbers 1 to whatever. So you can technically do it with 52 cards, but you have to determine which suit beats which suit and things like that. But
was it last week that we talked about this?
Yes.
Was it last week? Yeah, The Mind. Because I remember we had a talk about that game. I've never heard of it.
The Mind. Let me explain it again. So we're all on the same page on it. So The Mind is a game where you have a deck full of numbers 1 to whatever, like probably 2 or 100 or whatever. You shuffle. You deal X amount of cards to each person in the group, and that X is the level you're playing, basically. So if each person has 1 card, that's level 1. Each person has 2 cards, that's level 2, because it gets more difficult the more cards each person has. And the point of the game is to play the cards in numerical order from lowest to highest, but without speaking to anyone else, without saying anything, without hinting, without in any way telling everyone what cards you have, and that's it. So to even start the game, if someone has 1, they better play that right away. If someone has 2, they better play that right away. And it's sort of based on just sitting there waiting a bit and being like, okay, well, if anyone had the next like 5 cards, they would have played them by now. So I've got a 6. Play a 6. It's a really interesting game, and if anyone
sounds
ever
like a
plays a
really
card that's
mind-boggling
higher,
game.
if someone ever plays a card that's higher than a card that's in your hand, everyone loses. So it's not a, it's a team game. It's not a versus game.
Okay, so it's a game here you have to
Team
work
without
together.
being able to team. That's
Yeah.
sounds fun.
So you can find out who the fuck up in the group is.
No, you
probably
can
be
find
me.
out who the person that just you find who the premature person is.
Oh, the primal person is
No, premature.
premature.
It's premature.
It's
Yeah, we're calling it premature. So,
I feel
on the
Just
note
directed at
of
me.
alternative card games, let me grab something off of my desk. I have a
Oh.
card game in my hands called Do or Drink. This
Okay.
of
game
course you would have that.
has white cards and black cards. You start by drawing a white card. And that white card, the one that I just pulled, says all males must drink. So all guys would have to drink. Let's find a random other one. There's a bunch of them that say draw a black, do or drink card, do what it says, drink or quit. If a red card is drawn, do it successfully and you get to keep the card. Black cards are worth 1 point, red cards are worth 2. So then I draw a black card.
I'm waiting to hear what the black card says.
Yeah.
Use your feet to give the player on your left a sip from their drink without spilling. Both of you must do this or
Better be
finish
a
your
woman.
drinks.
I better be a woman.
Now, there's also a bunch of do this sex position cards in here. Here's another black card. Draw a mustache on your face with marker and leave it there until your next turn or drink. Here's what some of the red cards say. Let the group pinch your nipples, do this, take 2 shots, or quit playing.
Oh my fucking god.
We need a night where we play this just behind a paywall.
Another
yeah,
black
this is gonna
card,
be on a
or
Patreon
red card.
thing, goddamn.
Dance on the table to a song of the group's choice for at least 30 seconds. Do this, take 2 shots, or quit playing.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Bro,
Yeah,
I would
so
love
it's,
to make someone
so the
smooth criminal.
the attempt this position or the act out this position ones are pick someone to act out this sex position with or both of you must finish your drinks. So basically, if you pick someone that says fuck that, I am not doing that with you, well, you just sealed your fate that you have to drink right along with them. And I own this as a physical card game. It is
Can
fun.
you send me
It is fun, but it's
That
not
would
very
be
fun if you
awesome to
don't have a
play.
big group and have some girls in the group. If it's all girls or all guys, it's not going to be as fun.
Turtle, I'm gonna have to ask
Well,
you to
it's
send me a
all
link to buy
girls.
that, because I might need this
It's on
card
Amazon.
game. Amazon?
Just look up Do or Drink.
Do or drink.
Well-
All right. Just send me the name so I'll
Group with
remember.
all guys doesn't sound that bad to me.
Of course it wouldn't.
Halen, there's no food furries in here.
Well, there's one.
Oh, it
yeah.
smells like furry in
I
here.
forgot about
Why?
that.
He's pointing fingers.
There's one, Halen.
He's pointing
There's one,
fingers.
Halen. There's one.
He's pointing fingers. I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh boy.
Mother-
Okay, so are there any
fucker.
other like interesting card games like that you guys have or know
Oh.
of?
I have Uno
Oh,
no
God,
Mercy.
I don't have.
There-
Oh, man.
water around that
Wait,
much.
we're talking about card games and we didn't even talk about Uno.
I
have
literally
Uno no
spoke in
Mercy.
Uno multiple times.
Shut up. No, you
Basically,
did.
Um,
I did.
How about
Uno no
Flip?
Mercy a really,
No Mercy.
really
I remember that one.
friendship breaking game. There's a rule in the game where if you have 25 or more cards in your hand, then you're out. I don't play that way. Nobody that I know plays that way so far. I've had a hand up to over 70 cards. I was not winning that game. But basically, there's draw 10s, draw 4s in blue, like in the colors, the blue, yellow, red. There's draw 6s. There's reverse plus 4s. There's skip everyone's turn. There's so much. There's
Who
a
all
lot.
has Uno on Steam?
I do. So I'm scrolling through Amazon party card games. There's Put a Finger Down, Cards Against Humanity, Incoherent, the Guess the Gibberish party game,
I guess.
Horrible Therapist, and that's Exploding Kittens, which Exploding Kittens has some really wild card games. These cards would get you
Exploding
drunk.
Kittens.
Cards Against Humanity, Nasty Bundle. Oh boy.
That's the one I
Do or
think I was
drink?
talking about earlier.
Do or drink right there. Yep. That one is $25 right now on Amazon.
Okay,
You laugh,
20.
you're
That's
out.
actually not bad.
Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza.
What?
What?
Whoa, whoa,
I
whoa.
have
Click
that.
on
I
that.
have
Click on
that.
that. I
I
want to
have
know what
that.
that is.
Okay, I have it. It's in my living room. Basically, what it is you have a group of people, right? And you put the deck in the middle. Each of you are supposed to flip over a card. And as you flip over that card, you go in order saying goat, cheese, pizza. If you flip the card and it isn't what you say, everyone is supposed to try and slam their hands on it. So if you say goat and it's a goat, you guys relax. Cheese is cheese. But if the pizza is a goat, then everyone is trying and slam their hands on it.
So all the
And if
cards
you
are either
fail-
taco, cat, goat, cheese, or pizza then?
Yeah, taco, cat, goat, cheese, and
Interesting.
pizza.
Oh, so you have to
Can I
guess
just
what the
add
card
why the
is
fuck
face
I'm
down
lost
without
by this
even
song?
seeing it. And if you get it wrong, everyone's going to go for that card. So what happens if they acquire it?
I'm not 100% sure. I haven't fully read the rules.
I'd have to
I
look
just
up
know
the
how to
rules because it doesn't
That
say all the rules
sounds-
on Amazon.
That sounds interesting
on.
as fuck to me. I don't know
Hold on, give me
why.
a
It just,
second, give me a second,
There's
give me a
there's
second.
another one that I've seen some hilarious things. It's similar-ish to Cards Against Humanity, but it's new phone who dis. It's someone
New
sends you a
phone
text and you're replying to that text.
I think I actually have seen it in the family somewhere that we played it. Oh my fucking god.
Let's see.
There's another one where it's just all about memes, kind of like Cards Against Humanity, where they flip a meme card and then you have to put down the quote for that meme from all the cards you have.
oh, yeah, I've
What's
seen
that
that.
meme? I think it's called.
I think it's called What's
There-
That Meme?
Apparently, there is a card game for the girls. I'm scared of what's on it, but apparently it went viral on TikTok, so that's cool.
Let's see it. You brought it up. Tell us.
Oh god, okay, this is funny. You're Getting Old, a party card game for aging millennials.
Okay, I'm back. I got the deck.
Okay, what do you meme is the one you were talking about, I think. You get an image and then you have to play a text card to it.
Yep.
You have to describe it, and
Yeah,
then
that's what
everyone
you
has to guess which card is yours, and if they guess wrong, you get points, like based on how many.
What
Okay.
game are you talking
If
about?
you're the last to slap the pile or you make a mistake, you take all the cards.
What game were you just
Oh,
talking about,
okay.
Circuit Tree?
Most of the
I was talking about the one you were just. It was fuck. I don't know the name of
What
it
do you
because
meme?
they didn't. Yeah, it's a game where you had like 7 cards. All of them are meme cards. You pick it up, and then you write a prompt for it, and then
No.
you throw it down, and then everyone has to throw cards down that matches that prompt, but they have to guess which card is yours.
No, that's not how it works.
Well, that was what I was
It's-
watching. I'll be watching
What do
Thanos
you
lately.
meme?
Sorry.
as far as I know, what do you meme is you. I think I can't remember if it's you play it. It's the equivalent of Cards Against Humanity, but it's matching a meme image with a caption. So whoever gets the best meme image or the best caption, I don't remember which way it goes.
The game I'm talking about is similar to that. It's just basically what you do is you have 7 cards. If it's your turn, you write down a prompt, and then you pick a card that matches that prompt. Like, for example, Turtle when he doesn't upload a video. And then I pick a meme that matches that prompt. And then everyone has to throw in cards that matches that prompt, too, in order to confuse the others. You know, everyone's trying to get points. The goal is to try and get points. So if everyone picks incorrectly... Yeah, I was watching the Vanoss crew play it. Basically, I do work. Was playing it. It's a really funny...
Marcel.
Oh, that's got to be a different...
Oh yeah, Marcel's awesome.
I think that one might be What Do You Meme?
Well, yeah, because they never put the name of the game in the title or anything like that. They just uploaded it. I mean, maybe Smitty played it? I don't know. I'll have to look it up. Because Smitty puts
It's
the name
probably
wrong.
What Do You Meme, because that's a different card game.
Cable, bro.
Well, yeah, because you can custom make decks on that game, by the way. You can, people can make custom decks and send them to you. And we can play with custom decks.
Video idea, Turtle. Video idea.
Okay, I'm scrolling through Amazon. Seeing... Oh, God. Bad People? Oh, Jesus. Find out what your friends really think of you? Oh, no.
I got more rules for the Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza, if you want to hear it.
Nah, it doesn't matter. So, yeah, there is a game called Bad People that sounds hilarious. Yeah, that sounds like a fun game. Anyway, I'm going to keep scrolling here and see if I find anything else.
I have a shelf behind me.
Okay, that's all. That's all the good ones that I can find on Amazon. Anyway, any other card games that we haven't talked about yet?
What about the off ones that people don't normally play? Like, for example, like Harry Potter or Dragon Ball Z. Have you ever collected any of those? I've had those cards in the past. And,
never heard of them.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z was a card game, and, Harry Potter was also a card.
What was that one game?
Big question. Would you consider, Bakugan a card game?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
It's a card game with a physical device aspect to it. It's more of a board game than a card game, I think.
Yeah, that's like
well,
Settlers of
Monopoly the
Catan.
card game
You got
and it
a
has
card
dice
game
to
part
it.
of it, but you also have the board game part.
Like, yeah, see.
Yeah. Oh, there's some really fun card games on Tabletop Simulator. Let me see if I can find any of them.
What was
I still need to buy it. I'm probably
like
gonna pick
the
that up this
Uno
weekend.
that had
Table
like
to be
plus
fucking hard
50s
as
or something like that we played, or.
So, I have a question. There was this game that me and my grandma and grandpa used to play. And it was basically a fast-paced game where you go through your deck. Like, there's decks in the middle. Okay, you place a certain amount of cards in the middle. And... God, what was it? Pretty much, you're supposed to either flip 1 or 3 depending on what you do. And the point of the game is to get as many sets as possible. It goes from like 1 to 10, and then the moment it's 10, you can slap it and take the deck, and the person with the most sets of 10s wins. I forgot what it was called.
Okay, another really good game. Blank, Marry, Kill.
Fudge. Touch.
Yeah.
Love.
Another one, Cards Against Muggles. It's a Cards Against Humanity remake for Harry
Midgets.
Potter. Secret Hitler is a good card game. I've never got to actually play that one successfully.
Allegedly?
Code Names. That's a good game. I don't know much of that. Oak Fall is the one I was thinking of. It is a village building game where you're actually like building out a map with the cards you play, and you have to discard resource cards to place the things. It's an interesting game. It's very intricate, but it's fun.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, anyone else have any ideas? Because I'm just scrolling through my.
No, I'm
Oh
actually
yeah.
about to.
Hang on. Here's a really good one. Goblin with a fat ass.
What?
Where?
It is. So it's an RPG style game, like Dungeons and Dragons style, but all in the cards and really fucking simple. And it's like a one-off instead of like a whole campaign. It takes like 2 hours to do one round of it. It's entertaining. I've never successfully gone through it. Red Flags is another fun game. Obviously, Blackjack.
All right, I am done wiring my.
Ooh, Fun Employed.
Nice.
Fun Employed is fun. That one is. You give qualifications to make a resume, and the other players get to to choose who gets hired for the job.
No, there's a hiring manager. There's a position you have to fill in, and you draw cards to figure out what you have available to put as your resume.
That's literally what I just said.
All right, I'm headed to my truck.
Players.
Yes,
It's
the
a
player.
single player.
Yes, another player. Another player chooses who wins. That's what I said.
Yeah. But you said the other players, which was wrong. Because there's only one.
Never mind. You didn't understand what I was saying, I guess, but doesn't matter. I'm seeing if I can find any other. Oh god, the anime Uno. Oh god.
Oh yeah, that one. The that and the.
Don't
the
get the red
H-Uno.
cards.
Yeah, don't get the red cards. Those are danger. Those are danger zone. That's like FBI gonna come knocking.
It's a
FBI.
concerning game.
No.
I don't know how it's still on the Steam Marketplace in a workshop for Tabletop Simulator, but it is. Anyway,
I said I like the Uno where you could roll dice to figure out how many cards you draw.
Oh god.
okay, but who remembers Uno Attack?
I do.
Whoever had that, because I did. My family used to
didn't
play Uno
have
all the
it.
time, and
But my
like Uno Attack was being advertised so big on TV back in the day.
That's what it was.
Oh,
And-
the machine that spits cards at you.
Yeah, you spin the
Oh,
machine, and if you have to draw, you hit the button, and you might get anywhere from 1 to 30 cards shot at you.
I love it.
Yeah, my mom got so screwed with that game. We made her draw over and over, and she ended up with like half the deck in her hand. It was great.
Bro, can
So I
I?
remembered what it was called. The game I was talking about was a card game that my family loved to play called Dutch Blitz.
What is
That's what
that?
it's called. Dutch Blitz. Basically, each of you have a different colored deck, and the entire goal is to stack from, in order, 1 to 10, but each card was, or different colors. So basically, if somebody had a 1, then they'd place the 1, and then you'd try to find a 2 in your deck. all the way to 10, and then once you had that, once that deck was completed, you slap that deck, and then you can claim it. And the person with the most sets of colors wins.
Oh, wasn't there a game called Spoons or something?
Yes,
The
there
card
was a
game
game called Spoons,
Spoons.
but I don't remember all the rules for it.
I don't either,
know how that one works.
But cribbage is the closest to a board game you can get while still being solely a card game.
I've never heard of that.
Oh, cribbage? Yeah.
Yeah, because cribbage is you're building sets, runs, basically poker hands type shit. You want like sets of sevens or things like that, basically, and each of them
Like
is worth
rummy.
so many points. It's similar, but yeah. But you get like you get to move around the board so many points based on your sets and everything. It's been so long since I played, I don't remember the rules of it anymore.
Yeah, years ago, I had a friend of mine try to get me into Baccarat, and I just couldn't. It wasn't flowing for me.
I have a dog laying on my foot.
But don't let your foot fall asleep.
He is literally laying his head on my foot. He has just decided that my foot is his headrest.
Mm-hmm. That's a good Eddie.
Kill
Eddie being Eddie.
Kill
And he's slapping
Puppy.
you.
And now he's laying his head up on my thigh, or on my shin.
I do want to ask because years ago I bought an automatic card shuffler because we bought a few decks because we wanted to do like what they do at the casino with blackjack. So what we did was we bought an automatic card shuffler, and this way the cards would be automatically shuffled inside of this thing. You can shuffle up to like 6 decks together, and it would come out exactly like the dealers do. You just slide one out, just like they do at the casinos. Has anyone ever bought a contraption like that, or like some weird card contraption that shuffles the cards or deals the cards weird? Or am I the only one that just buys stupid shit like that?
No. I've never owned anything like that, but I just got reminded of some dice games, which are very adjacent to card games. So dice games that I play at the bar, actually. Like people around here, they play 7, 14, 21. It's you shake the dice and you count how many ones you get. Once you have 7 ones, like I shake once, let's say I got 3 ones out of the 6 dice or 5 dice or whatever it is, I pass it on to the next person. They get 2, so now it's at 5. Next person gets 2, it's 7. First one picks it, second one drinks it, third person buys it. Or no, first person picks the shot, second person buys the shot, third person drinks the shot. That's what it usually is.
Okay.
And it's 7, 14, 21. So the 7 picks it, the 14 buys it, and the 21 drinks it.
That sounds interesting, actually.
It is a fun one. There's also AC Doocy. I don't really remember how AC Doocy works. It's I think it's you have to have an ace to qualify, which is 1. 2s are wild, and then you try to build the highest number of the highest, or the highest amount of the highest number you can in X amount of shakes, and you go around the table doing that, and it's really weird, and I could sit here for 20 minutes trying to explain it, and no one would get it unless we actually played it. But
When you said Deuce is Wild, I immediately thought about the poker machines at the casino. There is a game on there called Deuce is Wild, where you had to actually, you play regular poker, but deuces are always wild.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I play a lot of quarter
that's
machines.
About all I have for board games today.
Card games.
Card games.
Card
We
games.
can do board games next week.
Yeah, I
We
got
could.
more in board games.
I mean, yeah,
Oh my
talk
God,
about
hello,
I think
Monopoly and
there's a
shit like
lot
that.
more board games
Hello,
than there are
Bugsy.
card games.
Carcassonne. Betrayal.
Yeah,
Just
let's
like,
talk about board games next week. Deal. Let's do it.
Ticket to Ride.
Why not?
God.
We'll do.
I'll make a note.
We'll do
the Dracula
game.
game.
We'll do we'll do game month or whatever this month. We'll talk about games, different styles of games, every week this month. Eddie, do you mind?
Today was cards and dice. Next.
Yeah, today was cards and dice. Next week will be board games. Week after that might be computer games in general.
And then console.
Week after that, yeah, we can do console games. Deal. Okay, someone write that down so I don't forget because I'm gonna forget.
I just put it in the. I just put it in the Discord.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
I got the
Yeah,
notification for that.
Other than that, I think we're gonna wrap this episode up. So, thank you all for being here for episode 70 of the Beyond Pixels podcast. We're here every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time on twitch.tv/01. Always a link down below if you're watching this on YouTube. Every episode previous to this one, you can find on YouTube. We upload them a week after they go live on Twitch. You can watch every previous episode. There is a playlist. There's some really funny ones. Anyone have any specific episode they think people should go back and watch?
Either last week's episode or one of my favorites. Episode 28 would be one of my favorites.
What was
Okay.
28 again?
Episode 28 was the one fucking a bull in a china shop. That's what I remember. One of my favorite clips from it.
What?
Yeah, Xavion.
What was that episode about?
Xavion was talking about. So I just want to hardcore go into a woman and absolutely just wreck stuff, like Wreck-It Ralph. And I was just like, so you want to fuck a bull in a china shop? Is that correct? And you all just lost your shit.
What was
He's
the
like,
topic
damn
for that
straight.
episode?
Hang on. I'll get it for you while you're doing your outro.
Okay. So, yeah, anyway, we talk about all sorts of different topics, games, computers, tech, VR, all sorts of different things. Other than that, I think it is time to do the thing.
The thing. Yay.
I don't think my thing is working.
Episode 28 is not on your list.
No.
Oh, it should be.
It wasn't on the plate. It went from
There we
27
go.
to 29.
Okay, now it went over.
Oh, there it is. Attraction to fictional characters.
Oh, yep, that makes sense.
Oh, no, yep, that makes full sense now that we.
Okay. So, we're going to start with Vampy this week since he didn't say something stupid this time.
Don't tempt me.
That's a not yet.
Yes, you can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Sir_Bloodworth, Kick at Sir-Bloodworth, and then I'm also restarting my YouTube, which is Sir_Bloodworth yet again. I do plan to try and stream to all three tonight, or at least the Twitch and Kick tonight, where I'm going to be doing Monster Hunter Wilds. I'm not sure if I'll be having anyone join me for that. I'll see about it and go from there. First time playing a Monster Hunter game, so come watch me fail majorly. And rage.
Okay. You, sir,
Also,
are you
fucking shit
here?
you
Are you
forget.
alive?
He's outside by
He
his
is
truck.
not. Okay. Circuitry.
You can follow me on both Kick and on Rumble. I dual stream between the two of them. All those links can be found, by the way, on my X account. You go to Twitter, search Circuitry, and you'll find all the links in the bio. But I dual stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I have not streamed lately due to family IRL issues, but I will be coming back very, very soon. As everything's starting to come back down to a very calm area. So, yes, rumble.com/circuitry and also kick.com/circuitry. I am not on TikTok, never will be, and also fuck Blue Sky.
Okay.
Damn.
And Foxy, do you have anything to shill today?
Hello. They don't stay up too late, drink some water, and know the water in your alcohol does not count.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does. Don't listen to him.
No, it doesn't. No, the fuck it doesn't.
So,
It always
show
does.
yourself.
Hello, I'm Sobe Fresh. You can find me on Twitch at Sobe_fresh47. I haven't streamed there this week or last week, but I did post a bunch of stuff on my YouTube, which is just Sobe Fresh.
Okay.
That's all.
And with that,
With
we
that, Crooked Shit
are
Show, never forget, is ending.
done with this episode. So we'll be back next week.
This was a good episode. I liked it.
Yeah. This was a fun one. I think next week's board games will be pretty fun too.
Oh yeah, I love board games, card games, all of that. That's my jam.